Hello YouTube, this is Camo Hunter 1895 with you today. And yes, I will be doing another knife review, and as you can see, you probably all know that this is a Crkt, and this is the M16, and specifically saying this model is 13Z, so the m16-13z. Very nice knife, and I just picked this up, and if you watch my EDC video, this is what I am now carrying. And as you can see, I have my packaging still here. 40 bucks. Yep, got that at my local retailer, and I felt that 40 bucks actually wasn't a bad price. Just saying, because online, sure, you can get this knife for what, $32, $35? Well, yeah, okay, that's $32, $35, and then you still have to pay shipping, so you're now at, 40 bucks, or around there. You're going to be within $2 of $40 most likely on this particular knife. I mean, there's a bunch of models of the M16. I mean, I couldn't even tell you where to start, but this is one of my favorites. I mean, I guess I would have said no serrades, but that's what was there, and it's not a big issue since it's a long blade and a lot of it is plain edge. But anyways, better than having to buy it online and maybe you get it $2 cheaper, but then yet you just have that agony of waiting at your door saying, oh, is my knife there yet, I hate that feeling. So anyways, let's get on with our review. So yes, I picked this up, 3 days ago? So it's mostly kind of like a first impressions review. And I've always seen this, and I've been meaning to pick it up, so I did pick it up. And now that I have it, I'm actually really liking that I got it. I love the blade. Very nice. It's an AUS steel, or AUS-8, whatever you want to call it. AUS-8, it's fine. I mean, if you have a good sharpener, it's not really anything to worry about. I have the Spectacle Sharp Maker, so I can get it pretty decently sharp, and works out pretty good. So it's got that. It's got the two locking mechanisms, in which they call it a virtual fixed blade. As you can see on here, it should say virtual fixed blade. Yes, right there. A virtual fixed blade is what they supposedly call it. And what really else it's doing, if you can see that, I know it comes better out on my phone than it does when I post it on here, but you can see a little lever, in which I'll move it. You can see that lever, and when it's down, it's basically blocking you from moving it, so I'm trying to move it and I can't move it. Now when I lift it up, you can move it and move it over. So you just fold it down. And what I also love about this knife is when you close it, watch, it's open, you can feel that very tight snap. Centers in fantastically. And also what I noticed about this knife, and I just don't know, I was like, oh, is that just my knife or what? Because I guess I haven't had a knife like this. But it's kind of a one-sided grind, the whole thing. Usually it's just the serrades that are one-sided grind. But you kind of see there's no grind on this side. No grind on the serrades. And then it's just that one-sided grind on here, and then you can really notice it on the tip. See how it looks like the tip's kind of like busted off right there? That's just because the grind is grinded down there. So maybe they do that on all CRKTs, but this is my first. So I guess that's new to me, but it doesn't affect the knife, I know that. And I'm just wondering if sharpening, you just need to sharpen on that one side or whatever, but hasn't been an issue. Yes, it's got a nice flipper on here. Really liking that flipper. It's working out pretty great. I mean, you don't need to really swing it out or nothing. You just, boom, it's out. It's been working out fantastic. I love the style of it. Supposedly it's got that Zytel grip on it, which is you know, not bad. I love the grip actually on it because it's got that super long, I mean, it's a long knife. If you haven't noticed, it's a long knife, and that grip is, you know, nice long, and it's actually very comfortable. You know, you got the little thumb stud, well, which is the flipper, but turns into the kind of like the, put your hand on there, really grips in nice. It's just got a fantastic grip to it. It's got some jimping, which is very nice, good grip. What else? Yes, okay, there's a downside, but to me, I kind of overcame it, and it doesn't really make a difference to me, but oh yeah, it says Taiwan on it. But on the knife, it says, well, it says US patent right on the blade, but then it says Taiwan on little corners. So, I don't know. It says printed somewhere in here. Yeah, made and printed. Yeah, made in Taiwan, printed in USA. So, I don't know. Put a little bit of, but you can see right there, made in Taiwan, printed in USA. But really, it doesn't really care to me anymore because after handling this knife, it's a fantastic knife. You know, it's sharp, it's quality, it's a nice knife. The lockup, can't even tell you. I mean, this is such a strong lockup. You can't budge this. Very solid lockup. Great EDC knife, great utility knife, whatever you want to use this for. Fantastic for $40. You can't go wrong. Otherwise, yes. I guess I'll show you a knife comparison here. Kind of got a long ways. It's kind of a long knife. Doesn't even really fit in my scene, but you know, it'll work. What else? Here is your average Swiss Army. This is your average Swiss Army knife. This is not a small one. This is your average size Swiss Army. And you can clearly see that that knife blade is longer than your average Swiss Army knife. And I'll close the M16. And for long closed way, you can see that M16 is quite longer. So there you go. And you can't even see the whole knife in there, but you can clearly tell it's a little much longer. Here is a mini Presto from Gerber. You can also tell that this is much bigger. And the little tiny itty bitty Spyderco Salt, which I absolutely love this video, and I will do a review on this. FRN, first FRN knife. I don't know, I gotta get more. That's all I gotta say. I love it. Love the hogbill, love everything about this knife. And you can tell that the whole knife open is about the same size as the Crkt blade. But don't let the Spyderco let you wrong, because it is an amazing blade. Alright, and for bigger lockup, I think I will show you the Buck Vantage, which is a very known knife made by Buck. Very solid lockup on that. And I don't know if you're going to get that in, but it is, I'll show you the bases on that. They're right to point, and you can see in the base that the M16 is much longer, but the blades are pretty similar. M16 is still a little bit longer. So there's the M16 blade comparison. And I just want to say my overall impressions of this knife. I love this knife. It's a great knife. You all know I just talked all positive about it. I mean, I guess the only thing I would really like changed about this knife is the steel, just because, you know, acetate is fine, but if this knife was in 154 cm, you know, whatever, anyone's like it, S30V, which probably will never happen, but I mean, it would be fantastic. I would immediately buy another one because I love this knife, but I would probably prefer a little bit sharper steel, but it's not bad. But then it's just going to be jacked up 30 more bucks too. So, and then do you want to pay $80? Not really. So, for $40, you can't go wrong, guys. If you find one, I would just say definitely go for it. It's good overall, all knife, everything has been great and worked out fantastic for me. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll hope you have a great day and have a good time. And also note, thank you recent subscribers. I know I just got a few in the late day in a couple hours, so I really want to appreciate you guys, and I will do some more